fellow gamers, and welcome once again to Conan Exiles Series 3 Savage Lands. I'm Small Archangel. Thank you for joining me for today's episode, and I'm just busily denuding the landscape of trees as per usual, but they're pretty rapid growing, so I don't let that worry me too much. The ecosystem is largely set against us, so we try not to let it worry us too much. The balance of nature is not in our favour. And I need lots and lots of wood for our plans because we've got lots of things that I want to make today. I'm going to get rid of those grubs. We are pretty much living on shredded roast, which is all you get if you cook up predators now. So I'm pretty much living on crocodile. So we need to find ourselves a good source of antelope. And carving up antelope with daggers is a skill unto itself. It has to be said, once the beggars start running, you're in stuck, so you have to kind of go running after them. Archery could be quite useful for that, to be honest, but I'm not investing skill points in it for the moment. Let's see how we're doing. We've got 4 unspent points, which I'm going to leave for the moment because there's not a lot we can do about it. It gets harder to spend them as you go up the levels, of course, because you need more and more to unlock the next level. And I have 1 unspent knowledge point as well, which we're going to leave as well. But there's a few things that we want to make for the base, and the base has changed a little bit since you saw it last, just a little bit. Basically I decided that I'm going to do quite a bit of off-camera work this series, principally because we've been there and done that. You've all seen me grind. If you've seen the previous series, you'll have seen quite a lot of the stuff that the map had to offer pre-launch as well. So what we really want to do is explore some of the newer content, the newer biomes, places we haven't been before, you know, the mechanics, etc. So I'm doing quite a bit of stuff off camera, and as you can see, I have got my base somewhat remodeled here. I decided that the small shack we had before, which I kind of called the storm shelter, has now gone, and I've put something rather nicer and larger in its place. And our thralls, those little thespians, have been moved as well. So we have a sort of I love being able to build roughly circular structures in this game. It's not something you can do with most games. Most games use equilateral triangles, beg your pardon, right angle triangles rather than equilateral triangles like this, which means that you can't make the same shapes. So I'm just getting to grips with using these shapes to just see what can be achieved, really. Obviously the space that we have here is pretty long and thin, so I've paved it because I was fed up of the rocks spawning. We've still got some space at the end here, but I've got that earmarked for things, so we're going to leave that for the time being as is. And we've got all our benches here now. I've even got an artisan's bench here so that we can make some furniture. We can learn furniture recipes and make some furniture there as well. And I've also been crafting stone bricks so that we can upgrade this joint. Get in there. There we go. And I've also been crafting some glass so we can get into dye making. And I've started crafting iron reinforcements. Again, we're going to need those for... let's do a few more, shall we? There we go. There we go. They take a while when you've got no thralls particularly, so you have to keep going in there and stocking up again. And I went out to get wood because, again, I've been making quite a lot of these, so we'll make a load more and we'll stock that up with wood again, and then I will put some more of it in there, I think. But as I say, we have plans. We have plans for what we want to do. I need more chests and I need bigger boxes, really, but we haven't got to level 20 yet, so we're out of luck on that one. I'm going to pick this lot up. Yeah, we're over encumbered. Of course we are. I've made quite a lot of twine as well. There are a few things that we definitely need. We need a fireball cauldron, for which I'm going to need some iron bars. So I'm going to grab some of those as well. I've made lots of them, so I should have plenty spare. I should say I had a bit of help with this joint. Well, I built it all myself, but I had some help from Ren, aka Jade. She actually has 2 characters on this server, which might seem a little bit confusing, but basically the Pippi mod server management allows you to have more than 1 character per server, whether it's single player or multiplayer. So she has 2. I'll just stick with the 1, I think, but I can see circumstances where that could be useful. And one of her alts, it's Jade, came and helped me out by giving me unbelievable amounts of materials. So that really helped with the grinding aspect of making this place a little bit more grandiose. And I'll show you around the rest of it in a moment. But first, as I say, we do have some stuff that we want to make. We want to make ourselves a fireball cauldron. So let's get on and do that. We also want to make ourselves a decent sized campfire. So we're going to do that as well. And we want to make a thrall wheel. Now for that we're going to need 100 iron bars. So let me just hope that I haven't used them all up. No, I haven't. There we go. We are well over encumbered. Yes, we are. We want to get into making thrall wheels. So we're gonna make that. We're gonna place that, and we're gonna make ourselves some. We're gonna give ourselves, yeah, the option of taking thralls. So for that we're gonna need ourselves a truncheon as well. I do have some bindings, but we're gonna need more. I need more twine. I always need more twine, even though I made hundreds. Let's see, we need one of these. And for that, we're going to need plant fibre and leather. They're not very durable, of course, so they're not going to last us ever so well. I'm just going to put these in there, because we're going to need more brick. There we are. And then in here, yeah, I've got 100 of that. We're going to need leather as well. And then we should, I think, unless I put all my wood away, I have not, be able to make ourselves one of the... Oh, we need branches. Okay, I don't have branches there, but I do have branches all over the place. So let's take those. Okay, all crafting done. So now all we have to do is place this stuff. Now at the moment, my chests are, well, they're all small and they're all kind of... They almost take up more space than they warrant, really, because they're so tiny, and yet their capacity is so tiny, rather. But they themselves occupy just about the same amount of space as a larger chest. But as I say, we're only level 17. We're not going to be able to place any of those until higher levels. This is one of the reasons why I wanted to do a lot of off-camera stuff, so I level off-camera, and I'm not just running around as a sort of a noob on the server. I want to be able to get out and do things. This is our bedroom area here, and we do actually have a staircase here, which allows us to go up to the top level here, and if we want to we can climb onto the roof as well, but that does at this point require us to just, yeah, not that, to jump up and climb up there, or just jump straight up like that. There we go. And I'd love to put a flag on the top there, but I'm not sure I can do that. I might have to try crafting one and see if it will go there. But the Defari flag that I have down in the centre here, that one doesn't want to go in the roof. I've already tried that, and it would have been nice if I could have put it somewhere else, because it seems to have an enormous hitbox, unfortunately, which is far from ideal. There we go. Okay, so I can jump off my own roof without hurting myself too much. So we need to rethink our storage in here, I think, probably. So the first thing I'm going to do is, no, not that. I'm going to take everything out of there and encumber myself. Yeah, of course. And pick it up. And I'm going to do the same with this one. Now, one thing that I am not... I think it was Jade who gave me all of these seeds, actually, which is fantastic. So we're going to be able to grow stuff. Look how pretty and colourful they are. And some stuff for our dye making once we've placed this cauldron as well. There we go. So one thing I'm not entirely sure of is whether our fire, our large camp crafting fire, is going to allow us to make... it's going to allow us to craft... meat the same way that this one did, really. I'll take that and I'll take that, and then we can pick up the campfire, so I don't actually have to sort of destroy it altogether. Now, how big is this thing? It's actually huge, isn't it? It's pretty huge. I can just clip it through the wall like that. Should I place it there, or should we place it somewhere else? I don't have anywhere else earmarked for it, so for the time being, this may be a bigger base than it was, but it still ain't that big, so we're still a little bit, you know, sort of struggling for space. So I will just put that there for the moment. There we go, and I'll replace our coal in it. And then we probably need chests either side of that, because we don't really have space for our fireball cauldron there. So we'll place a chest either side of it like this. Oops, come on. There we go. There we are. And then our fireball cauldron probably does want to go in here as well, but there isn't really that much space for it, so I might have to change where that box there is. Obviously, once we've got larger chests in here, it's going to make things a little bit easier. This is my starter base, so it's not intended to be big enough to contain every crafting item, you know, in the entire world. So I think I'll just pick this one up for the moment. We'll take everything out of it, pick up the box, and then we'll see if we can fit our fireball cauldron under the stairs there, or else I'll put it here actually, and then we should be able to put at least one chest there. There we go, like where it was before pretty much. And we don't have any others actually, do we? We've placed all of our boxes now, so that's fine. I'll put my tools back in this one because that's what this one is. It's basically my tools. And spare goods that I don't really know what to do with at this point. Then we're going to put all of our seeds that we can plant and our dye ingredients in this one. And that one mostly contains things that we can sort of turn into food and what have you. There we go. So that's that. And then we just need to find somewhere to put our thrall wheel. I've straightened the stairs out here as well, so I don't go flying off at a mad angle. I need a couple of torches at the bottom because it's a little bit dark at the moment. And then we need a relatively flat piece of ground for our thrall wheel. Preferably somewhere where it's not really going to disturb the spawn of things, and it's not going to be too close to Shaman's Rise, which is over there, and we're going to be visiting that shortly. But for now, I just need to find somewhere to put this, and I think there is going to do absolutely fine. We're probably going to want to put a campfire next to that, actually, so that we can make gruel. So I'm going to do that straight away, because I have made myself some thrall-taking gear, and in a mad fit of optimism, if we actually manage to get a thrall, I want to be able to sort of deal with it straight away. So let's do this. Let's take a campfire. Now we can get ourselves a taskmaster from the Nexus as well, and given that's what folks are generally doing, that is what I will plan on doing myself, and that will speed things up. But I would rather take my own thralls if I can, so we'll put this on right now to cook. There we go, and that's going to cook us a few gruel to start us off with. And then we're going to need our truncheon and our fibre bindings. Now, as I say, these have got pretty rubbish durability, so we're probably going to find that they don't help us out ever so much. They will kind of break quite quickly. But we've got over here, we've got Shaman's Rise, and it's just in front of me, and we should have Nunu the cannibal somewhere in there as well. We should be able to talk to him and learn Yogg, I think, which would be kind of nice. But also, yeah, I want to see what we've got in terms of thrall taking possibilities. Possibly just fighters, but a couple of fighters would suit me down to the ground. They really would. Now, at this point, I would quite like to have the ability to just kind of kite one of these guys, and the best way of doing that, of course, is with bow and arrow. Oh no, it's just Nunu. That's just Nunu by himself, so we won't aggro on Nunu. We'll just talk to the dude.
Stay your hand, stranger. Come, look into the pit. The load of empty abodes awaits therein. I am his shaman, Nunu. Your coming was revealed to me in the whispering of a bat's wings.
Okay, that's lovely. So he can teach us how to cheer, and he can teach me to make a pit of Yogg as well. So there we go. I'm not sure we'll learn very much more from talking to
the whisperings. Yogg knows you.
Yeah, you're not scary at all. Okay, so there we go. So there are no other NPCs here. I thought there were, because I've seen a few wandering around from time to time, and had sort of slight disagreements with them. But I know where there are some human enemies over in the opposite direction, so we'll head off in that direction instead. Oops, I forgot to eat again. We're going to need to get ourselves... I'm not fancying being a cannibal, so I'm not planning on, you know, starting to cook and eat human beings, though that is an option in this game. Don't quite fancy it somehow, so if on our travels we get the opportunity to carve up something for our dinner, I will do that as well. But if you want the tastier cuts of meat, you have to go nowadays from... Now, with the vegetarian species, so antelope or, you know, elephant, anything like that will give you the exotic or the succulent or whatever, you know, the nice cuts of meat. The crocodile population around here seems to have thinned out a lot as well, which is why I'm running short of food too. We could eat shellback, I guess, but There's a crocodile over there. But I want to get into farming pretty soon because it's quite useful to be able to make, to get yourself some... Oh, there we go. Straight away we're on. So I'm going to have to run up to this guy. Do you know what? I kind of want to take him as a thrall, but he's an archer, so he's probably going to be really difficult, actually. Because you get close to them. Whoa. No, I meant to do that. Oh, I forgot I'd remapped it. Okay, he's not gonna... I'm not gonna get him, am I? Yeah, because his archery skills are far greater than my thrall taking. And of course, he can take me on at a distance, can't he? And then there's 3 of them after me now. So this is not going to work well at all. They're all after me. So yeah, they've given up now. And that's good. But in order to get them, I need to get just 1 on their own. And I think an archer is not going to be it. This guy is after me. Oh, I need to use that. I'm used to using the block. Oh, and the archer's after me again now. Oh, good grief. Has he got him on you know, like on his mobile phone or something, telling him to come and get me? I think so. And then I need to dodge. No, the archer of doom. I'm going to have to kill him, I'm afraid. And I am not doing well here. Okay, he's not very hardy, but then neither am I at this point. I am seriously in trouble. He has got some great big ball. Look at that, and he's regened his health loads too. And he keeps hitting me. I mean, his attacks aren't very fast, but they're a lot kind of quicker than I seem to be able to do.
Curse you!
Curse you too, because he's got a lot more health. Yeah, I'm just going to have to give up. I can't do it. I really can't do it. He's got loads more health than me, and I just can't do it. The only way I can do it is like this. Maybe I can soften him up. Maybe that is the way. No, not like that. Oh gosh, I'm absolutely going to die here. This is no good. I'm hitting all the wrong buttons. I'm going to die, and I've just eaten all my food pretty much as well. Hit the guy, hit the guy, hit the guy. And don't give him a chance to... Oh, there he goes. Is he unconscious? Yes! Oh my goodness me. Right, so I think we need to soften them up first. I've got him. I've got him. Do not bug out, man. You are my first thrall, and I nearly died capturing you. Here we go. I think we need to soften them up before we cosh them now, because they're much harder to take. So that is what I'm going to do in future. I'm going to take them down to much less health, and then smack them upside the head. That is going to work better. Right, come on, dude. You are getting enslaved. Lucky, lucky person. And then I need to sort myself out with some food, don't I? Can I put the dude in there? He is in there. That's completed a journey step, which is also a really good way of earning myself some, yeah. Oh, lovely. We've got some gruel for you as well. You lucky, lucky man. Oopsie, we don't want the thrall. We want that in there. There we go. And that is going to take quite some time, of course. He's probably a pretty lowby thrall as well. But at this point, quite honestly, anything will help me out. Anything will help at this juncture. So he's going to take a while to do. Quite a while to cook. But one thing that I can do is, as I say, I can get as a taskmaster from the Nexus, and I will probably do that off camera, though I am going to get Nushaka III, our wonderful admin, to provide me with a portal of my very own, which is going to be make it very much easier to get to the Nexus and just get about the map, really. I figure it is justifiable. It is not an exploit, it's not a cheat, it's justified by the fact that we didn't get those mounts, therefore we cannot fast travel around the map, and it's only based on the idea of the obelisks anyway. So I think it's fair. All is fair in love and war, as they say. Okay, so after that little exploit, I pretty much run out of food completely. You can spam food in order to get yourself, you know, more health back, but obviously that has the effect. Have I got my... Now what we want is a butcher's knife. That will get us a lot more meat, and we also need to find somewhere. I will just eat the remainder of my food. There we go. And we need some more tasty meat to put in there, I think. So let's see. We need to learn a butcher's knife. We have level 2, level 18 now, so that's good. Feats, we want survival, and there is a butcher's cleaver somewhere, but maybe not in there. Nope, that's butcher. Does butcher teach cleaver? It does. So we don't know how to make a cleaver. Right, we need to see if we can do that then. It will probably be in our blacksmith bench. We can make that. There it is. Iron bar, 20 branches. We need branches. Nope. Their branches are opposite or next to it. We've got a load of branches here. Let's put those in. Do we have any iron bars? Not many, actually. Not many. So we're perhaps going to have to wait on that one because we need 20 iron bars and we have no iron bars at the moment. So, right, we'll put some more metal through there, and once one iron bar has come through, we've got enough to make ourselves a cleaver. I'm going to put my skinning knife there, but it's mostly... No, give me my iron bar. It's mostly meat that we need right now, and we're losing light as well. There we go. Give me a cleaver. And then we're fully kitted out for... There we are. We're fully kitted out for making the most of our kills. So, here we go. Let's see if we can beat the dying light and get ourselves something for dinner. It might have to be crocodile, because I can't see anything very much else around here. We could take on a shaleback. They are at least vegetarian, if I can find a shaleback, because we do have quite a lot of... that's a dead dude. And now I didn't check to see... Oh, look at that. He's got magenta dye. That is nice. I am not desperate enough to... There's a NPC over there. I'm just going to leave her there. She seems to be bugging out a little bit. I'm just going to leave her to it. And we're going to see if we've got any shalebacks or anything else around here. Now, there's some shaleback nests right across the way. Holy crap. Here we go. We have a crocodile. And as long as I can keep out of his way, we'll be perfectly cool. We'll be perfectly fine. And he shouldn't take any of my health because I know where I am with fighting these guys now. Curse you. What, really? I don't think it was a croc that said curse you. He might if he could, but he ain't going to be speaking. Not with all those Yeah, he just said curse you. Unless it's the NPC across the way. And then one more strike should do it for this dude. There he goes. And from him, I will take the hide. Alright, now, we've got some eggs over here, so if nothing else, we're going to be able to take the eggs, and we could take some baby turtles, I suppose. No, there's some shalebacks there, and I will take one of those on. Not the one with the red shell, thank you very much. She's nasty. And she's already decided she's going to have a piece of me. Right, well in that case I'm relocating somewhat hastily. She took her time over deciding she'd seen me. But she has stopped in the water. I want one of the green shelled ones because they aren't so difficult to kill. We want one of those. Right. So, here we go. Where are you guys? I just hope that she's not after me. There's a crocodile over there and he'll probably come after me in a moment because that's what they always do. Yeah, he bloody is, isn't he? That is so typical. Right. my gosh! Another one. Okay, I've now got 14 things after me simultaneously. So I'm not having it. I'm not. They're legging it quite sensibly. I don't want all of them after me simultaneously. That's just not fair. One of them's red! I don't want that. No, I don't want that at all. So I'm just going to have to, yeah, run away, quite frankly. Why is it always happens? I can never manage to kite one. I always end up with 15 of them after me simultaneously. They're now fighting amongst themselves, which suits me fine, quite frankly. I'm going to eat this one egg I managed to snatch on my way past. There's a campfire here, but I'm not sure if that's an NPC one. If it is, the NPCs are dead because there's a crocodile. 2 crocodiles down there. At least the crocodiles give the NPCs headaches as well as me. But I am not in a fit state, really, with nightfall and everything else, to take on one of those shalebacks. And I'm constantly chased by crocodiles. So I'm going to have to leave that till later, I think. This is not great. Actually, maybe they have killed that crocodile. Maybe they have killed the crocodile. Yes, they have. And we will just go about butchering the crocodile for this. At this point, I will just make do with crocodile flesh again. But it's better than starving to death, quite honestly. Oh, I appear to be swimming above the water. That's interesting. And now I appear to be walking on it. No, not quite. Right, well, it's pretty dark now, so I'm definitely heading back to base now. And I'm going to cook up this yummy, yummy crocodile. And then hopefully at least I've got, you know, the wherewithal to stay alive for a bit. But I've still got a lot to learn when it comes to trying to survive around here, and some of the gameplay mechanics that have changed. I really haven't had that much practice at them. So in any case, I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. If you have, you know what to do. Hit that like button and let me know. And also feel free, as ever, to leave me your comments and suggestions. And your hints and tips, keep those coming too, because they're pretty useful to me. What we're aiming to do at this point, principally, is just level up sufficiently that in future I can go out and do some questing and more interesting stuff with my fellow server mates, and possibly take them on at PvP in the arena, which would be pretty fun as well. And I'd like to watch some fights as well as participate, but it's all going to be pretty fun, I think, and I hope that you guys will join me for that. But first I need to do some off-camera grind, and so do bear with me while I level up so that we're not too weak to survive, which we still currently are. So I do hope that you guys will join me for the next episode. Until then, keep gaming, keep surviving, and stay happy. Bye bye for now.